Okay, the videos continue. Again, reading text in 4-4. We're on page 26. I'm going to take measure by measure, line by line. And as I've done in the past, I've broken down the counting systems: quarter note, eighth note triplets, 16th note, 16th notes, and 16th note triplets. So as you look at the page, we have a combination here of eighth note triplets and quarter notes, first line. Look at the first measure, you see an eighth note triplet, but it has a rest on the second note of the triplet. Like I said in the past, I count triplets as one and the. So look at the first measure, line number 1. I'm going to play with one hand. There is no dynamics, no accents, no expressionism, just one volume, okay? The first line, first measure, eighth note triplet, the first downbeat. One and the. Now I played the first and third note of the triplet because the second note of the triplet was a rest. So I have one and the. Then I continue, I have 3 quarter notes. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now I can count them as 1 and the 2 and the 3 and the 4 and the, or I can count the downbeat as is. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Now that line continually repeats itself. The measure by measure, there's 4 same measures. So I have 1 and 2, 3, second measure, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Complete the first line. Second line, I just shifted over the triplet and made it a little mixtures here and there so you can understand where it's falling on the downbeat. Second line, first measure. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Second measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry, that should be 1 and 2, 3, 4, the. Okay, first and second measures again. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, the. Okay, third measure and fourth measure. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Here we go. 1 and 2 and 3, the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, the whole line nice and slow. Starting with line 2, measure number 1. 1, 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, the 4. Okay, I'm playing just with one hand because it's being, like you see, it's being filmed and it's from a distance. But I would recommend playing it alternating strokes like this. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. The 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, the 4. They all come down from the same height. Theoretically, they should be making the right and left sound the same. Okay, third line. Again, a mixture of the eighth note triplet with the rest on the second note, quarter notes, and then we're going to get a couple other mixtures of just straight ahead, eighth note straight up and down, and some 16th notes. Third line, first measure, one hand. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Second measure, line number 3. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. Now my field changes there because I'm not thinking eighth note triplet, I'm just thinking downbeat. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and. It's almost like between swung and straight up and down. Like I did recommend in a couple videos, you should be hanging out with master studies Joe Morello's table of time, understanding how the field changes from measure to measure or line to line of quarter notes, 8 quarter note triplets, eighth notes, eighth note triplets, sixteenths, groupings of 5 and groupings of 6, all the way down to groupings of 12. Now, third line, first measure, again, different combinations of the triplet with the rest on the second note of the triplet. I'm going to do one hand. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Second measure, 1 and 2, 3. I did this already, sorry. 1, 2, the 3, 4, the 1E and the 2E and the 3E and the 4 and the. Okay. Here we go. Third line. I'm sorry, I might have done it before, but let's start it again. Line 3, the whole line, nice and slow. 1 and 2, 3, the 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2 and 3, 4 and 1E and 2E and 3E and 4 and Okay, line 4. Here we go. One hand again. Measure number 1. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Measure number 2, line 4. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Line 4, third measure. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. I'll do that again. Slower. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Okay, line 4, last measure. 1, 2 and 3, 4E and. Okay, the whole line. 1 and 2, 3, the 4. 1 and 2, 3, the 4. 1E and 2E and 3, 4E and 1, 2 and 3, 4E and. Okay, line 5, first measure, just some sort of mixtures, understanding the rhythmic formation of the notes. Line 5, first downbeat, 4/16. 1, again, 1E and. Second downbeat, 4 more 16ths, 2E and. First and second downbeat, 1E and 2E and. Go to the third downbeat, you have an eighth note triplet, which is 3 and. First, second, and third downbeats, 1E and 2E and 3 and. Fourth downbeat, you have a 16th, an 8th, and a 16th. You have 4E and. Whole measure, line 5, first measure. 1E and 2E, 3 and 4E and. Now, go to the second measure, and we have a dotted eighth note. Again, the rules don't change because it's on a different page. A dot placed after a note increases the value of the note by 1/2 the original value. So the original value of an eighth note rest is actually 2/16, and now you're going to increase that by 1/2 the original value, which would make it equal 3/16. So I'm doing line 5, second measure, 1E and okay? Again, second measure, line 5, I'm going to complete it. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and okay. Third measure, 16th notes, eighth note triplets, eighth note triplet with a rest on the second beat and a quarter note. Here we go. 1E and 2 and 3 and 4. Fourth measure, line 5, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Now I'm going to slow that one down. There's a couple different mixtures here. I'm going to do it 1E and. I'm going to maintain a 16th note count throughout that measure. Here we go. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and. Okay, down to line 6, first measure. 2/16, an eighth note rest. If you add it up, 4/16. 4/16 equal 1/4. So now we have 1 E and the. Then 2/8 notes. 2 and. Again, the first and the second downbeat. 1 E and 2 and. Then again, the dotted eighth note rest. It equals 3/16. So you have 3 E and the. And then on the fourth downbeat, you have an eighth note triplet. 4 and the. Now I'm going to play line 6, the first measure. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and the. Now you have to be careful with that timing. The more you do the table of time with the metronome over and over again, you're going to get the feel for each downbeat, because the table of time is going to teach you to go from one line to the next line with the different feels. Here, you know, you have to have your guns loaded here, because what you're doing is you're going from downbeat to downbeat, changing the feel. Okay, line 6, the third measure. 16th note rest, 2/16 and a 16th note rest. 1 E and the. Then the second downbeat, 2/16 and an eighth note. 2 E and the. Then the combination again of the 16th, the eighth note, and the 16th note again, which would be 3 E and the. And then 4, you have a 16th note rest, 4 E and the. Okay, last measure, dotted eighth note again. A dotted eighth note rest, rather, sorry. You have 1 E and the. 2 E and, I'm sorry, I started on 2. Here we go. Line 6, the last measure. 1 E and the. 2 E and the. 3 E and the. 4 E and. Now we go to line 7, and I have to say this and mention this because, you know, I always used to have a hard time understanding the values and do I play the 16th note first or the 8th note first or whatever. There's a book, I don't want to say old school drummers, but it's not in publication no more because the author had passed away. His son is a drummer also, and he has come here a few times. The book I'm talking about is Variations of Drumming by Ralph C. Pace. And he had put out a few other publications. But the Variations of Drumming broke all of this down. And it really had me thinking, and whoever, I guess, worked on the book, had them separating the value of the notes. And it really put me in tune with reading all of this stuff. So unfortunately, it's not in publication anymore. However, his son and I are kind of talking about revising the edition and putting it back out on the market again. A great book. Okay, that being said, I have to give credit where it's due, and may you rest in peace, Mr. Pace. Thank you very much for what you did. Okay, line 7. First downbeat, a 16th note rest, 2/16, and a 16th note rest again. 1 E and the. Again, 2 E and the. Again, 3 E and 4 E and. First measure, line 7 again. 1 E and 2, 3 E and 4 E and. Second measure, line 7. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Third measure, 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Okay, last measure. That dot keeps getting in the way here, you know. I had to throw that in there so you understand the value. Line 7, last measure. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E. I'm sorry, let me do that again. I started on 2. I'm having a hard time seeing this. I should move it a little closer. Last measure. Okay, here we go. 1 E and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Okay, finally, number 8. Okay, here we go. First measure. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and little faster. That was a little out of tempo. 1 E and 2 E, 3 and 4 and okay, one more time. 1 E and 2 E and 3 and 4 and second measure, line 8. 1, 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and. Third measure, 1 E and 2 E and 4 E and last measure, last measure, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4. Okay, so that completes page 26. Again, if you want to purchase the book, go to the website, www.mattpatellallivelessons.com. Go to the product room. There's a code there. If you want to purchase it, enter the code, and you will receive a 20% discount. I also have other editions. Today I'm working on the 4-4. I have a 6-8. I have a rudimental book, and I have an ostinato book. And if you enter the code to any one of those books, you'll receive a 20% discount. Okay. Thank you very much.